Hello folks, this is Neil from I Will Always Love Video Games. I just read an article on Kotaku that Mad Catz has finally announced their Android console, their Ouya competitor, called the Mojo. It's coming out December 10th. It'll be 6 times more powerful than the Ouya, because it has a Tegra 4 chipset instead of a Tegra 3 like the Ouya has, and it's $250. Mad Catz, what were you thinking? I mean, 100 is okay, and 150 is pushing it, but 250? Isn't there a PS3 bundle out right now for less than that, with like 500 gigs that comes with GTA 5? $250 is just insane. Now, let's try breaking this down here, because it's not all bad. The system itself does have some really nice specs. It has, like I said, a Tegra 4 processor with 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of internal flash storage, and it has a built-in micro SD slot that supports up to 128 gigs on a micro SD card. That's not bad. The Ouya has pretty much half of that. The Ouya has 1 gig of RAM, 8 gigs of internal storage, and if you want external storage, you have to plug in a thumb drive or an external drive of some sort. Now, Mad Catz's Mojo, which I think is an even worse name than Ouya, will have the ability to stream from your PC, but only if your PC is equipped with NVIDIA. I don't see this as a big selling point for the Mojo when the Ouya has XBMC, which already, it already allows you to stream from your PC, and it doesn't have to be one with an NVIDIA card. Mad Catz's Mojo comes with its own controller, which, again, not a big selling point when I can plug a 360 controller or a PS3 controller into my Ouya, which I've done, and it works just fine. I kind of see what they were going for. They wanted to show, they wanted to say, hey, we have something way better than the Ouya. It has double the specs, But the thing is, let's think about this. If you purchased an Ouya and you're happy with it, like I am with mine, you more than likely bought it for, really, let's be honest here, the sole reason you bought it was to have a retro jukebox. That's what I paid for. I paid $99 so I could have a nice portable, standalone, retro emulation box. And being able to play other Android games, being able to sideload apps and all of that, that's all just kind of like icing on the cake. I bought it just so I could have a nice little box with all of my favorite classic games on it without having to plug in my PC or buy a tablet and have to run off the tablet. That's what I bought it for. And that's what most people bought the Ouya for. Let's be brutally honest here. I love the little machine, but it sold because people wanted to put a buttload of old ROMs on it. That's why it sold. This thing, this Mad Catz Mojo, unless you're planning on getting nothing but like the most highest end Android titles, or streaming from your PC and you have an NVIDIA card, I don't see the point. I mean, if you wanted to get it to use it as a retro box, let's put this into perspective here. Robert Broglia's, I still don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, it might be Broglia, I don't know. But anyway, his emulators on Ouya are all free. They're all 100% free, and they work beautifully. They're incredible emulators. His exact same emulators on the Google Play Store, which will be the store that Mad Catz's Mojo will use, if you wanted to get those same emulators, it will total you $41. $41 total. Bumping that up to now $300 almost. Close to $300 for an Android machine. Yes, there are other emulators on Google Play, but I've got to tell you, I've tried a lot of them, and the free ones especially are pretty crap. I trust Robert Broglia's emulators. I've never had a problem with them on my phone or on my Ouya. So if I bought this Mojo, I'd have to buy those emulators again, and it would bump my price up to $300, and that's without buying an actual game through the Play Store. That's just using it as an emulator box. That's insane. That's nuts. My final thought on this is the Mojo has some pretty nice specs, but Mad Catz, unless you drop the price of this thing to be more competitive with the Ouya, I have no idea who's going to buy it. I don't know who it's marketed for, because I sure as hell will not spend $250 on something that I've already got, that I got for $99 and works perfectly fine. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time here on I Will Always Love Video Games.